Baby abortion amongst teenagers in Malaysia. Assalamu alaikum, my name is Akil Khan and I am from Group 6. Today I will be talking about baby abortion in teenagers in Malaysia. As we all already know, baby abortion cases are rising around the world, including our own Malaysia. A research has displayed that an average of 18,000 teenage girls in Malaysia get pregnant each year. And according to a report done by the Royal Malaysian Police, this number continues to rise amongst teenagers. But what is the reason behind this? Promiscuity. Teenagers who are weak in faith and easily influenced by their peers of negative akhlaq, for instance, will encourage them to do adultery. It is stated in the Quran to never do this as it is a shameful deed. Lack of sex education. In Malaysia, sex educations are taught by the parents, whereas in the West, through learning systems. Islam has never discriminated against or banned sexuality education, but advocates a more comprehensive approach on it. Pressure from family and society. Teenagers fear that when a baby is born, it is unacceptable and insulting towards the family. The effects of abortion amongst teenagers in Malaysia. The most common effects are vaginal bleeding, soreness, and stomach cramps. However, the bleeding is quite alike to menstrual bleeding and isn't excessive. How is the society affected? Normalizes the killings of humans for convenience. Can't you see how much abortion affects teenagers in various destructive ways? How to prevent this from happening in the first place? Social programs target social and psychological skills to avoid sexual activity. Using birth control and IUCD. Condoms. And sex educations. How about Malaysians? $210 million pregnancies occurred worldwide, 182 million of them in developing countries, and up to 1/3 of pregnancies do not end in the birth of a baby. Laws in Malaysia are important in preventing this issue from happening, but what are the laws in Malaysia regarding abortion issues? According to the Penal Code, there are exactly 5 laws. Section 312, causing miscarriage. Whoever voluntarily causes a woman with a child to miscarry shall be punished with imprisonment for X 3 years or a fine or both, and if the woman is quick with the child, shall also be punished with imprisonment for 7 years and shall also be liable to fine. Section 313. Causing miscarriage without woman's consent. Whoever commits the offence defined in Section 312 without the consent of the woman, whether the woman is quick with child or not, shall be punished with imprisonment for about 20 years and shall also be liable to fine. Section 314. Death caused by act done with intent to cause miscarriage if act done without woman's consent. Whoever with the intent to cause the miscarriage of a woman with a child who does any act which causes the death of such woman shall be punished with imprisonment for 10 years and shall also be liable to fine. And if the act is done without the consent of the woman, shall be punished for 20 years. Section 315 and Section 316. Islamic views on abortion. In Islam, abortion is wrong and forbidden except for particular cases. The Quran condemns the killing of humans, but it does not explicitly mention abortion. Yasir Qadi states, abortion may be allowed during the first 40 days of pregnancy. Nevertheless, Quran highlights, take not life which Allah has made sacred. Islam to the subject of birth control and abortion is quite reasonable. Islam permits women to prevent pregnancies, but not to seize life. Muslim views on abortion are shaped by the Hadith as well as the opinions of legal and religious scholars and commentators. In Islam, the fetus is believed to be living after 120 days, and abortion to that point is not allowed. As a Muslim country, Malaysia also has a dual legal system with Muslims being subject to the Sharia law. The ignorance and arrogance of teenage baby abortion is still a very serious matter in Malaysia. The effects of abortion is just as bad, as teenagers, especially girls, are not prepared to cope with the loss. They could fall into depression, which can then lead to suicide, and Islam is clearly not in favor of abortion.